everyone, so welcome back to another YouTube video. Hello, yes, I am totally recording on Twitch right now, so suck it. That was very aggressive. Wow, sorry. So as we all know, there is a collaboration with Fullmetal Alchemist and Epic 7 starting on Wednesday night. That is the update, so it probably goes live on Thursday. I will be streaming the pools and whatnot, so make sure to check it out on twitch.tv/kittycat_kells. Alright, let's get started into looking at the new characters. That wasn't cringe. That was fine. That was fine. That was good. That was a good take. One take. Epic 7, Fullmetal Alchemist COLLAB, 3 units. I believe 2 are summonable and 1 is free. So the first one is, I have not watched Fullmetal Alchemist since I was a child. So I don't know if I can pronounce this. I'm not gonna pronounce it. Riza Hawkeye. Hawkeye! Let's go look into it. Oh, that's pretty epic. Look at that. Risa! So she's an Ice Ranger. The Ice Ranger, we see attack percent additional effect, so probably a DPSer? This is my first look, by the way, guys. I have no idea. So, Ice Ranger, so replacing SSB, maybe? Attack percent imprints. Okay.
Military. As Roy Mustang's adjutant, she can always be found standing by his side.
Oh.
Due to her exceptionally skilled firearms, her cool demeanor, and her willingness to point out others' mistakes, she inspires trust and a little bit of fear from those around.
Okay. Anyways, if you guys didn't know, spoiler alert, these are the 3 units that we're getting. Little introduction.
Riza Hawkeye is a 5-star Ice Elemental Ranger. She has high effectiveness and can increase her critical hit chance through imprint concentration.
Okay. So DPSer for sure. Probably. I'm gonna read it myself, cause why not? I wanted them to turn the phantasmas, which are kind of like dogs, into you know exactly what scene I'm talking about. If you guys don't, I'm so sorry. It's a little dark. So when the foremost ally is attacked by a single attack, decreases damage suffered by 20%. When more than 1 damage reduction effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. When the foremost ally's health is 50% or lower, dispels all debuffs from the foremost ally and the caster, and grants Hawkeyes to the caster for 2 turns. Dispelling debuffs and Hawkeye effects can only be activated once every 3 turns. So skill enhancement gives additional damage reduction, and then increases speed and crit damage by 30%. Hawkeye cannot be dispelled, so it does increase crit damage. So probably speed, crit damage, attack, speed, immunity. I'm guessing it's a pure. You want immunity.
Hawkeye increases speed and critical hit damage.
Ooh, look at it showing it against Hua Young, because Hua Young is the girl right now.
Can only be activated once every 3 turns.
So skill 3 is all out. Attacks the enemy with focus fire, dispelling all buffs and decreases combat readiness by 50% before granting immunity for 2 turns and exploiting weak points once the caster and the foremost for 2 turns and exploiting weak points once the caster and the foremost ally. Okay, before granting immunity for 2 turns. Wait, is that to the whole team or to herself? Exploiting weak points when attacking increases damage dealt by 20% after attacking the effective spell. Okay, to herself and the ally. Okay, so it's only 2 immunities. Foremost ally. Okay, I wasn't sure if this has if it's like comma and grammatical stuff. I don't know. What is a foremost ally? Frontmost? Okay, so the diamond, it's in the front. So the tank position, the healer position. Okay. Skill enhanced, damage dealt, cooldown, damage dealt, soul burn, ignores resistance. Alright, cool. So dispels debuffs and decrease combat readiness by 50%. Is it an auto? It's not an auto. It's with percentage, right? Is it a Tiana dispelling buff, or is it you need effectiveness? It has to be auto, right? I don't think it's effective because there's no effectiveness in the skill enhanced, and there's no percentage besides combat readiness.
After attacking, this effect is dispelled.
Sober ignores resistance. Yeah, so probably effectiveness then.
It ignores effect resistance.
Attacks the enemy. So speed, crit damage, attack, effectiveness. It says, I would say it's 100% chance, but can be resisted. Okay. So speed, crit damage, attack, or attack, crit damage, attack, depending on your speed subs. Speed immunity, I'm guessing, is what it is. Or any attack, anything else that gives you high attack and crit damage. Everything increases speed and crit damage here, so attacks the enemies by firing a pistol and has a 35% chance to target them for 2 turns. I don't think that has anything to do with effectiveness. I think that's by chance. When the caster is granted Hawkeyes after attacking, increases combat readiness of the foremost ally by 20%. Okay. Oh, it is an effect chance right here. So maybe affect subs, so you probably don't have to pay attention too much.
Combat readiness of the foremost ally by 20%.
But effect chance, I think maybe affect subs, maybe? Because you still get resist checked. So, epic artifact, ranger exclusive, sharpshooter's handgun. Level 1 increases effectiveness. Also, it is effective base, so we would be running effectiveness as her subs. Cool. Speed effectiveness, speed immunity, but you know, when I die, throw immunity, right? Increases effectiveness by 25%. A crit hit has a 35% chance to increase the speed of the caster for 1 turn. But at max, effectiveness does not change, by the way. A crit hit has a 70% chance to increase, and you're just increasing the speed. I don't think that's my favorite artifact. Maybe it's just me, because the effectiveness does not change unless you're unless you're lacking effectiveness.
An officer with a calm and collected personality.
I do like the animation they did for it. They did Epic 7 does a great job. I like how she's just cleaning it. That is on Wednesday. You know, one great thing with Epic 7 with collabs is they are so wonderful with animation. Like, never disappointed on the collabs. Players will be able to obtain Risa from the collaboration check-in event and side story. So she is the free unit, by the way. Unit number 2. Hello? What is that? That's his 3rd skill, and oh my god, the animation for it? That's quality. Replay. Hello? That is like a scene, straight out. Look at that. Overkill. Ooh, okay, he's a fire mage. Fire mage, obviously, makes a lot of sense. Attack percent again. Oof. Gosh, I need a more DPSer, more attackers. I need to equip because I'm always slacking.
Roy Mustang, the state alchemist with the title Flame.
Yes, it has to be a fire mage. Yes.
Patient circles sewn into the fabric.
Attack percent, by the way.
And by manipulating the oxygen in the air, he turns that spark into flame.
I like that they give a little background on them though, just in case people don't watch Fullmetal.
To his enemies.
Like Cantor.
5-star fire elemental mage. He has very high attack and can increase his attack further through his imprint.
So attack crit damage attack, speed crit damage attack. It's a mage, so you're probably going to run speed. Hero of Ishval. At the start of the first battle, gain 40 spirit of fighting spirit. See, I never really understood what fighting spirit is. I know Ken or ML Ken has it, but I'm not quite sure about that. Brandy needs to show. And grants Flame Alchemist, damage suffered in 1 attack does not exceed 70% of health. That's cool. So this is the passive. You don't die. So this is like a turn 2 kind of unit. Turn 2 team, not a turn 2 unit. So for Flame Alchemist, it increases hit chance and attack by 20%. Flame Alchemist cannot be dispelled unless they are attacked by an ice elemental enemy. So do not go against ice because that is your kryptonite. So no ice unit, okay? Do not go against ice unit, Kels. Remember, engrave it. I'll probably forget it.
Flame Alchemist is a unique buff that increases hit chance and attack by 20%. Flame Alchemist
Oh, look at Cho.
unless attacked
We worked
by
on
an
her.
ice elemental enemy.
We just need to test her now with her thing. Skill 3 is Scorching Heat. Consumes 80 fighting spirit, acquires 3 soul. After increasing attack of caster for 2 turns, attacks all enemies, so it's an AoE, with a consecutive barrage of flames, and grants Flame Alchemist to the caster. When there are 3 or fewer enemies, damage dealt increases with fewer enemies. Okay. Flame Alchemist, same thing, increased damage dealt. So attack could damage attack. Speed could damage attack since it increases attack. How does one gain fighting spirit?
Attack
I'm not
all
quite sure.
with a consecutive barrage of flames and grants Flame Alchemist to the caster.
Such good animation.
Damage dealt increases with fewer enemies.
Oof, look at that. Bob the Violet. Ignite. Attacks the enemy with the flame and increases combat readiness of the caster by 15%. When used on the caster's turn, if the caster is granted Flame Alchemist, activates Heat Wave instead of Ignite. The caster has Flame Alchemist, it'll use Heat Wave. And Heat Wave attacks the enemy with a huge flame and increases combat readiness of the caster by 30%, penetrates the target's defense by 50%, and does not trigger a dual attack. So it'll do this instead of this depending on your fighting spirit. And if you soul burn it, you get an extra turn, so you can soul burn this skill 1 into skill 3. You know what would be cool though? If they had burn. But then that would be a little overpowered. But he is a mage. I'm just saying. If he had burn, because I mean, why wouldn't he have burn? He is literally setting stuff on fire. So, because you gotta make like the collab units good, but not too powerful.
When used on the caster's turn, if the caster is granted Flame Alchemist, activates Heat Wave instead of Ignite. Heat Wave attacks the enemy with a huge flame and increases the combat readiness of the caster by 30%.
It's a lot higher.
Defense by 50%,
and then ignores
this skill
defense.
does not trigger a dual attack. When 20 soul is consumed, grants an extra turn.
Increases hit chance by 10% and attack by 7% at max. Increases hit chance by 20% and attack by 40%. That is a really good, really good artifact. Because if you're missing any stats, it helps fill it up with crit chance. Yeah, that's not bad. So I would definitely purchase it in the 240s or summon for it. A lot of mages can use it too. So yes.
The Flame Alchemist. Players will be able to meet Roy Mustang in the limited summon starting September 1st.
Okay, so he's coming in 2 weeks. So he'll be next week's unit. And then we have Edward! No Alphonse. No brother. Edward Elric, Fire Warrior. So we're just getting like DPSer. Jesus Christ. Do I have enough to equip all these? Ooh, effect res percent though. That's a different additional effect.
Edward Elric, a state alchemist with the title Fullmetal. He's characterized by his golden hair and eyes, his bright red cloak.
He definitely stands out compared to the other.
His right arm and left leg, and his below average.
That character face. He has an emotional complex about being shorter than the average. Same, buddy.
He lost his left leg after attempting the ultimate taboo.
Same, bud. Same.
Then he lost his right arm right after, when he transmuted his brother's soul onto a suit of armor.
We got gypped. No Alphonse.
On a mission to restore their original bodies, Edward and his younger brother Alphonse have been traveling far and wide in search of the legendary
Philosopher's Stone. Harry Potter. Fire Warrior, we see effect res and then concentration and crit chance. I might... How do you... It's been a while. How does one do input concentration again? Everything is a fire... It's a warrior, ranger, mage, DPSers. Those three are all three DPSers. The equivalent exchange. That's a good one. After being attacked, when the caster has a debuff, dispels one debuff and activates Rise. Can only be activated once per turn. Cleanses one debuff per attack. Rise attacks all enemy with ground thorns, dispelling one buff and inflicting a random debuff for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportion to the caster's max health. Ooh. So speed crit damage health, attack crit damage health, health crit damage health. Random debuff decrease attack, decrease hit chance, provoke, silence, or restrict. Let's look at it.
Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. The random debuff.
The cleanses and then buffs. That's pretty cool.
Decreased hit chance.
That's kind of overpowered. I'll show you our difference. Attacks that enemy together with Alphonse, so I guess he has a little showing up. And increases combat readiness of the caster by 50%. When the enemy is not an elite or boss, damage sharing effects are ignored. Damage dealt increases proportionate to the caster's max health. Damage dealt increases every time the skill is used and can stack up to 3 times. Soul Burns is a 2-turn cooldown.
This skill is used and can stack up to 3 times.
But I doubt they'll really like nerf a collab unit. Okay, I'll take you on. Attacks the enemy with a transmuted blade and grants a barrier to the caster for 1 turn. Damage dealt and barrier strength increases proportionate to the caster's max health. So, because it throws me off because it is an attack percent, or it is a warrior, but its stats are based on its health. So it's a bruiser, right? Is it just health crit damage health, speed crit damage health? Are we equipping it kind of like Charles-like? It's an HP scaling warrior. True, Alencia is an HP scaling warrior, but she is kind of good.
And barrier strength increase proportional to the caster's max.
Okay, cool. I like how like this is like everyone can get this comp. Throws on an A-Ravi. I can't get that comp. Okay, warrior exclusive. Look at that face. Fullmetal Alchemist, the artificial arm and leg that when recreated for Edward. Though it sometimes gets destroyed during battle, it becomes more durable every time it gets fixed. Winry takes great pride in it. Increases crit hit chance. Oh, wait, sorry. Increases hit chance by 10% after an extra attack. Increases crit damage by 4% and speed by 4%. Stacks up to 4 times. Increases crit hit chance by 10% after an extra attack. Increases by 8% and speed by 8%. Meh, not bad, but I mean 4% speed, so. Oreo's really sweet.
The Fullmetal Alchemist. Players will be able to meet
Alright.
in the limited summit.
There you go. So it'll be Edward this week for 2 weeks. And then it will be next week will be Roy Mustang for 2 weeks. And you get free Risa. Commander Pavel. New LD unit, 5-star. Ready for the full metal? Okay, nice, nice. Ooh. Oh. Oh. He looks so good. Husband. Oh my god. Okay, you know, it's the anime thing. White hair. Yes. Pavel looks great. Oh my god, whoever did this. Fan service. He's a light ranger. ML 5-star light ranger. Attack percent.
The Pillar of Perland, Commander Pavel, is trying to restore the kingdom to its former glory. Although he was born
I'm totally cheesing.
He was adopted by a Perland aristocrat and eventually rose to the rank of commander. His goal is to achieve his foster father's goal, which is to restore Perland to its
former glory.
As part of that effort, he helps Lilius become
oh, so he helps conquer Lilius. He's the aide of conqueror Lilius.
Lilius and Violet, he will not hesitate to remove them if they ever threaten the prosperity of Perland.
You see that? Keep it good or else. Light ranger imprints are attack percent. So I'm guessing speed, crit damage, attack, like any other ranger. Obstacle elimination. So this has fighting spirit again. Skill 2. So obstacle elimination gains 60 fighting spirit after an ally except for the caster makes a crit chance or crit hit, gains 20 fighting spirit, and when fighting spirit is used, consumes all of them to activate Begone. It's not activated by a counter attack, dual attack, or an extra attack. So increases attack of the caster for 2 turns and attacks all enemies by firing a gun before increasing combat readiness of the caster by 50.
Consumes all of it to activate.
Does this get released on Thursday as well? Are they just trying to hurt everybody's wallet?
Dual attacks or extra attacks. Begone. Increases
Begone.
caster for 2 turns.
Oh, it's September? Okay.
Attacks all enemies by firing a gun before increasing combat readiness of the caster.
So like, here's a pause before you hurt your wallet some more. Attacks the enemy with a pistol. When the enemy is not an elite or a boss monster, damage sharing effects are ignored. When the caster's attack is greater than the target's attack, penetrates the target's defense with penetration rate increasing proportionate to the difference up to 70%. Soul burn consumes 10 soul. Speed immunity, maybe a pen set? All I can think of was for sure is immunity. I mean, why wouldn't you throw immunity, right? Still. When in doubt, immunity it out.
With the penetration rate increasing proportional to the difference, up to a maximum of 70%. When 10 soul is consumed, this skill's cooldown is reduced by 2 turns.
Great animations. How sloppy. Attacks on any enemy with a gunblade with a 65% chance to decrease attack for 1 turn, max at 75%.
To a 75% chance to decrease attack for 1 turn. The shining pillar of Perland's future. Players will be able to meet Commander Pavel.
Just will equipment packs? Oh my gosh. Do people actually buy equipment packs in this? So opinions. Collab, super excited. We get a free Risa. Check-in, side stories, easy clap. We get 2 weeks of Edward first. He seems like a bruiser unit. Maybe health, crit damage, health. Speed, crit damage, health. Roy. I like him. His animation is really lovely. He is a fire mage. It looks like an Araminta without the fires. But it still seems fun to try it out. You know, I'm gonna get it all. Not because I'm spending, it's because I've been saving crystals or sky stones and I'm just gonna sit there and refresh shop. So if you have a water comp, just like Charmander. September 1st? Okay, so it gets dropped next week. So it does get dropped in the middle of a collab. Ooh, there goes your wallet. Commander Pavel Husbandu, he is very handsome. But I'm not quite sure I am super impressed. But it could be, I'm pleb. I'm a pleb. I don't know better yet, you know, but do I want him? Yes, 100%. Yeah, I'm just impressed by his looks. Skills, we can work on it. I will make our relationship work, okay, Commander Pavel? Just come home. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!